Hi everyone, 6:41 in the morning, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you a little bit about what's been going on with me. I haven't really been all that active, and mostly just been putting on visions and dreams, which I've been getting a whole lot of. But I want to make go a little more clear about what my channel is going to be. I've started off with the RH negative, which really fascinates me, but there's only so much about them that I can actually put on here, and I really wanted this to be a channel of sage advice to talk about things that I am seeing. And at the time when I made this channel, I felt very compelled, because that was very interesting, knowing that I'm an RH negative, I'm an O negative, but there's like that's only a small portion of what I'm interested in. And like most other people who are RH negative, we just are, we have great interests in a lot of different stuff. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start popping on here and just talk about something that I've noticed or that I'm researching. And I hope you guys like it, because it really, that's really where I think that I want people to know what correlates with what I'm thinking and what's important to me. And like the things that I'm looking at is like things that you guys are all looking at, like politics and the weather, climate change, and the medical industry, the different things that they're doing. I'm kind of I usually look at things on a more skeptic, because through my years of living and being an RH negative, I don't see things quite the way. And I think I've told you that in the beginning, that I really am an upside down thinker. I don't see the world the way most people do. I pick it apart and I see it more. I can see a lot more of the manipulations. I don't always, but I'm able to pick out more manipulations than the average person. So I guess that's where I want to go. I want to talk about what's just on my mind. So kind of like a coffee time. Let's talk about what the latest stuff is going on in your life too. If you guys got some stuff that you want me to talk about, give me a shout. Let me know. Because, that's really what this channel is about. It's about what I see, what I want to give some wisdom about when I'm seeing people are going a little bit crazy. And I just really want to talk from my heart. When I tried to make a video on just knowledge base, it's not that I don't know the stuff. I just freeze up and I get very tongue-tied. I don't know what that's all about. I'm thinking I'm not supposed to be doing that. There's so many people that go into great detail about stuff, like Jen from Extreme Reality. Oh my goodness, that YouTuber, just phenomenal. There's some people that go really, really in depth into specific. I do go in depth, but I'm not a really detailed. I don't remember absolute details, so it makes it really difficult for me to cut back and stand up and say, and this person did this on this day, because I remember generalities, not necessarily every detail. And I think most people can relate to that too. They're not necessarily stuck in the details, but the generality is going to get you still to the same place. It's still going to get you where you want to go. It's going to make your mind think, and it's going to make you explore things that you may not have thought about before. So that's kind of what I want to say to people today. And that's what I want to do from now on. I want to explore your mind, make you think a little bit different, make you think a little deeper in some of these world issues, in some of these things that we're all facing. And I really want to just go from dating issues to climate change issues. Honestly, that's what I'm going to do. So I've been stopping myself from doing that, and I've actually made a lot of videos, and I was like, oh, that doesn't really relate to an RH negative, but that's so limiting, the RH negative. I know people make it their full, but my mind does not want to just go there, and then I've got all these thoughts, and I look into another area, and that's where I want to go. And you'll see that my YouTube has gotten more, not religious, because I'm not a religious person. I went to church in 20 years once. And I have no problem with people who go to church. But I'm not a person that can limit myself to one idea. So my idea of what God is will change by what I explore. So you can't do that if you're in a church. You can't. Your mind is too open for them. And my mind definitely has been opened over the last 6 months. It has brought me back to my belief in Jesus and the Bible completely. That is different than what it was before. Truly has. But that's only because my explorations have been in all of these different books from the Bible, like oh, I just can't. My mind isn't. This is what I'm talking about. Where it goes, where it will just slip. The memory's there, but it won't come out. And it is not even 7 o'clock in the morning, too. My coffee is still being drank. But I think, I've always had a belief in the Bible and stuff, or God, and from a very young age, I shouldn't say from the Bible, but of God, and a great love for Jesus when I was younger. And God, if you go back and you'll find out that I was treated pretty brutally in my 20s and 30s by people that were in a church and Jehovah's Witness, and then I wandered, and I never looked, and I stayed away from that because I was so hurt. But I've accumulated knowledge over these 20 years that I haven't, and I've really started to explore that again. So that is a big part of my life, and I think it will be forever. But like I said, it's not because I'm religious, it's because I'm spiritual. And I'm a spiritual being, and I think most of you out there are too. But we're getting fooled. There's so many places that fool us, so that's what I'm going to be talking about, where there's some traps out there for spiritual people. And because this channel really has been about spiritual things, because it's like, look at the name, My Crazy Supernatural Life, for goodness sakes. So I'll just leave you guys with that thought today of where we're taking this channel. There is still going to be dreams and visions, because that is a big part of what happens to me. And I have got a couple more that I will be putting down. But I do want to tell you, that's really hard for me to share, even though I am. But I'm feeling compelled to share these visions. But it's really difficult emotionally. I mull over it for days before I put them down, because it's very vulnerable. I'm putting my complete trust in the internet of my most deepest thoughts, and my dream life has been, and my vision life is a huge part of my life, and to open that up to the world is kind of scary. But I will still put those on. I will still put my dreams and my visions on, because like I said, they're very important. So much have happened that have come true about my visions. And another thing too, I just want to say this. It's like, here I am, first thing in the morning, no makeup. I haven't washed my face or brushed my teeth. My hair is not done. And that's another thing. I have to get over is the vanity issue, to be able to just sit down and talk to you, because that's why I do a lot of pictures, a lot of videos the other way around, because I'm very concerned about the way I look, my vanity. I have a great vanity, but I'm probably not going to put this one on YouTube either. Love you guys. That was a bunch of rambling nonsense, but I hope you'll listen to me another time. I do have some great stuff coming up. Just coffee talk. See you later. Live and love and light.